Before we start the video, thank you so much to everyone who supported us because we reached 500 subscribers, which is halfway towards our goal of 1,000. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It means a lot to ANN News Kids. Hi everybody, this week on ANN News Kids, we're going to be talking about Novak Djokovic, the China longest underwater tunnel, Kazakhstan riots, and coronavirus statistics. The country of the week is Poland, and Sadat was the first to guess it once again. The EFS Extra Fun segment is all about jokes, and we're going to be talking to Sanjeev Ghurburrun for the Spiritual Career segment, who is a lawyer in Mauritius and has an amazing journey with amazing advice. I really hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting below. Novak Djokovic, the tennis world #1, has been confined to a run-down hotel in Australia. Officials say that he did not provide any proper evidence at the airport that he got a medical exemption to play in the Australian Open. Many Australians are against the decision to keep him in that hotel. He has won 20 Grand Slams, and if he wins the Australian Open, he will have won 21 Grand Slams, making him the world's most successful men's tennis player. ANN News Kids thinks that it was wrong to keep him in such a hotel as he is the world's champion, and it was wrong for him to be allowed to come in the country in the first place if he wasn't allowed to play. After nearly 4 years of construction, China's longest underwater tunnel has been opened to vehicles. This tunnel is called Taihu Tunnel, and it's over the Taihu Lake in eastern China. The Taihu Tunnel is about 10.79 kilometers long, and it cost around $1.65 billion to build. It started its construction on January 9th, 2018. Thank you. Fuel price riots have led to protests against the government in Kazakhstan, which also led to the leader in Kazakhstan telling security forces to fire without warning. 26 armed criminals and 18 security officers have already died in this unrest. Coronavirus cases around the world are rapidly increasing, but the deaths are slowly decreasing. The top 5 countries with the most coronavirus cases in the world are USA, India, Brazil, UK, and France. And the top 5 countries with the most coronavirus deaths are USA, Brazil, India, Russia, and Mexico. The total coronavirus cases are about 304 million. The total coronavirus deaths are about 5.5 million, and the total coronavirus recoveries are about 260 million. Thank you. Hi everybody, for the 44th Spiritual Career segment, we are talking to Sanjeev Ghurburrun, who is a lawyer in Mauritius and has a fantastic career journey and advice to kids. I really hope you enjoy. Thank you.
So, hi, I am Sanjeev Ghurburrun. I'm a barrister. I live in Bobasai. I'm a Mauritian. I was born in New Delhi, but at the embassy, my father was a high commissioner there. So I think of it as a second home, although I just have a Mauritian passport and I'm fully Mauritian. So I also have, for the moment, some social obligations. I'm a senior advisor at the Office of the Prime Minister, and I'm also the chairman of the Port Authority. So times are fun.
Wow. And what do you do in your job?
Well, as a lawyer, there are two types of lawyers. There's one type that goes to court. That means they are good in how to handle witnesses and how to present their case. And there's a second type of lawyer that does the transactional work, that do contracts and paperwork and things like that. And with time, I've realized there's a third type of lawyer, which is probably part of what I am, is what you call an outcome lawyer. We try to find out what the person wants and make it happen. So that's what I do. What we do in our field is to be good at one thing, do it very well, but do only that. So I started off as doing protecting brands, doing intellectual property, all the names that you hear on t-shirts and phones and whatever else. So at the time, there was no one else that there were very few doing it. So we decided it's better to become very good at something if you don't have a lot of competition. Very clever. Yeah. So we started there, and until we got to a point where we were known in the world for this. And we have worked for about 30 or 40 of the Forbes 100 global companies now over the last 25 years. So it's cool. It worked. So lesson number one, if you want to be the best at something, choose something where you don't have a lot of competition, just on the side. Then after some time, I shifted to doing something else. Once you create something and you're known, I left it to a team and went to do competition law work, which is dealing with competition between companies and businesses. How do I get more market share and things? So we started that because it also was new in Mauritius at the time. So it worked for us. So we became one of the best in competition law and how you deal with market share. How can I get more market share and become bigger as a company? So we helped our clients do that. And then third one, again, you can see I'm a crazy lawyer that likes to change once in a while, but that's my personality. We went to do fraud. So we do a lot of asset recovery. When people steal money, we go and help the victims get their money back. So for example, I'll show you the difference. If you go to a lawyer, they will say, okay, you have been robbed. Then you need to go to the police to make a statement. You need to go to the court to the insurance to get your money back, or to court to sue him. We try to do these things differently. Where the outcome lawyer works is that he gets up a team. So for example, if we go and recover stolen money, what we would do is we would have a team of someone, first of all, a profiler. He would come in and say, this is how a bad guy would think. This is how this type of bad guy would think. This is where he would hide his money. Then you get the second type of guy is we get a detective, intelligence people. They would go and actually find out more about this, where the money is. And then you get a third type of person, which is the bank. The bank comes in and says, I can offer you funding for us to go and chase the money in the world so that you can get it back. In return, we will want a share of that money. So that's it. And the last one is the lawyers, and that are normal lawyers that will go to court and go and recover the money. So the outcome lawyer has a bigger team. He looks at it from more of a bird's eye view and finds a way where we can get to your outcome. That's the idea. So this is what I do as a profession. I find solutions for people. I find better ways than that we can find, really. What I found in doing this over time is that most persons, when they come to a lawyer, they don't really know what they want. It's like you don't wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to see my lawyer today. No, they have to have a problem first. Mm-hmm. So what we become good at is to actually meet with people and actually make them realize what their real need is. Because normally they would come to see you for different things. They would say, oh, we're going to sue the guy. His chicken has gone off the wall to my side of the fence. So I need to get back at him, and so on and so forth. But they don't really, sometimes we try to get them to understand what they actually want. where they want to go, and then we paint a different picture for them. And then we find solutions which sometimes don't need to go to court. It might be a settlement, it might be a negotiation, it might be a buyout, it might be a merger, whatever it is. That's more technical. But the bottom, it's just like I'll give you the perfume advertising. When you have a perfume advertising on TV, they never tell you what's in the perfume. They show you the dream of how you can be if you use it. Same thing. So most people, they may not know where they want to go. They just need to find that thing. So that's what we do. This is an outcome lawyer. Bit different, but that's it.
Wow. Yeah, that's a very interesting job that you have.
Well, it's what you make of it. I think you try to make it personalized to you. You want to do something that is fun for you. If you like what you do it better, do it best. That's where you will excel, because you will spend so much time becoming better. If you don't like what you're doing, it's very difficult to succeed.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing about the profession.
Wow. And why did you choose to become a lawyer?
That is not necessarily what I wanted to do. I have to be honest. I did law because my father asked me to. And I love my parents. I adore them. I would never say no to them. I am just, if ever I could have my parents, then they're not here anymore, God bless them. But if ever I could have this, be reborn, if anyone believes in this, then I would love to have the same parents, because we were great. So I wanted to please them, so I went to do law. But what I did, and my father was a criminal lawyer. He used to defend criminal victims. He actually was very good at this, because I think he has a record of 30 or 25 cases of murder at the assizes, and he's won all of them. He never lost a murder case in his career.
Wow.
So, but I didn't really want to defend murderers. I mean, what I thought was, you'll never murder until you're proven guilty, but I didn't want to do that type of work. So when I said, okay, I decided to become a lawyer, not for my reasons. Now, how do I make it mine? I want to please my parents, and I want to change that, but how do I make it mine? I wanted to do business, become a business person. So I said, okay, well, let's find a way where we can make law more what I do. And this is where I got to the point of turning it around, making it into a more of a business approach. That means you go to people I only do commercial cases and anything to do with business, nothing personal. But the way you approach things can be different. That's the outcome bit. So you go to a company, you will say, what do you want to do in the next 5 years? Oh, Sanjeev, I only have 5% of the market share. I will hopefully grow to 20, but I've got this big guy who's crushing me because he's too big and everything else. Let's find a solution. So it became more commercial. So I made it mine. That's the way I sort of dealt with it. And for the other two, becoming an advisor or the chairman is more because of actually COVID. Last year, not last year, 2020, I decided it's COVID, I need to do something different. Everyone introspects at that time. And I said, okay, I'm going to take this time to go help my country for a year or two. And that's what I did. So I asked my government if I could help. And I'm grateful that they agreed. So I'm happy for that. They gave me the opportunity to help my country. And that's great. What you do with that is actually, you help people, you help change things. And that's what I hope I could do someday in my life, is to make my own difference in the world. What's the point of it? So that's the fun.
Yeah, that's nice, Joy.
Yeah, wow, that's great. We didn't know that.
Yes, thank you. And what do you enjoy the most about what you do?
That's it. Lawyers are actually in the people's business. We help people. That's all we do. So if we don't like that, it doesn't make sense to become a lawyer. We help people. So I love helping people. What I like the best is to find a solution for every problem. So I'm a fixer. Like I like to fix things. I like to find better ways of doing things. I think out of the box. This is what I do. And it's fun, because then it doesn't feel like work. It feels like, yay, I want to sit down here. And you become like a kid. You want to sit down, like not a kid, but like a proper geek. I want to find a solution. I want to move it. I'm not hungry. Later. And you go on like this because you're passionate. This is what you love to do. So this is what I like most about the job is that you can, first of all, as I said, sometimes you have clients that come to you that don't really know what they want. They come to you, I want to go sue that guy. I want my money back. And they say, no, sue him. He owes me 1 million rupee. You need to get it back. And in the end, I can say, well, you don't need to sue him. Does he have anything that I can ask him in return? Can we have a negotiation? Is that better? Or you really want his... Sometimes, a lot of cases, a lot of litigation happens just because of ego. People just want to, he's there, do this to me. I want to get back to it. So that's a real waste of time. So by the time you can cool them down and find another solution, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But what I like most about my job is that you help people. The main thing you help people with is to get them focused on what they really want in life. And secondly, to give them the tools and to help them get to where they want in life. And that's the only two things I find what I like about my job.
Wow. That's great. And how did COVID-19 affect what you do?
It puts everything in perspective, I think, for me, it sort of gave me a sense of appreciation of what I do. Because early in my career, I decided not to be a jack of all trades. I wanted to focus on being a specialist in something. And COVID really shows you only that, is that life is precious. You live only once. If you don't live it on your terms, then you might not have a second chance to do that. That's one. The second thing is helping people when you're the best at it is really rewarding because you can make a change in people's life. And if you continue on that path, it gives you a lot of satisfaction and a lot of appreciation for what you already have. You don't really need to do much more. So that is fun. And I had this craze to help my country. So that's what I'm doing. But that's the thing. I hope it's also, I'm sure it happened to everyone, that COVID has got you to introspect about yourself, what you're doing in life. How is your schooling days? Are you okay with your parents? Are you okay with your family, your friends and everything else? And the great thing about it is you can get out of it and say, I've thought about all this, now let me take massive action and make it happen. That'd be great, because you would have changed your whole world, and that's brilliant.
Yeah. Wow, that is amazing. And what is your advice to kids?
Depend. You would I think like anyone has probably said it before me. You really need to do what you like to do in life. But the main thing is believing in yourself. Believing in yourself is the first stuff to do. As someone said, I don't know who said that, but if you want to really achieve something in anything, whether it's your personal life, friendship, work, money, or whatever you want to do, or please your parents, or whatever it is, there will always be part of you that says, I can do this. And the second part of you say, did I do well? Maybe I should do better. Maybe I shouldn't. So there's always two wolves sitting on your shoulders. One wants you to go, let's go, you're great. And then maybe not. And you will find that the one wolf that actually ends up succeeding in you is simply the one you feed, the one that you give more food to. So make sure you believe in yourself, think positive, and that wolf will happen by itself. You don't need to do much more. Believe in the system. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the opportunity of letting me have fun. I'm now, thanks to you, a star. I'm on TV. Way.
Thank you so much for your time today.
It was
Thank you. Most welcome. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Take care. And have a nice weekend.
La Pologne est un pays d'Europe. Sa capitale est Varsovie et sa population est de 38 millions d'habitants. La Pologne a le le plus grand château du monde. Les animaux les plus lourds en Europe sont les bisons européens et ils sont trouvés en Pologne. La Pologne a le plus ancien café du monde. La nourriture polonaise inofficielle est le zapiekanka. Pendant la Seconde Guerre mondiale, Varsovie était complètement détruite et a dû être totalement reconstruite. Marie Curie était en fait polonaise. Hi everybody, this week for the extra fun segment, I'm going to be telling you some funny jokes. I hope you enjoy. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 ate 9. What do you call two witches who live together? Broommates. Why did the bicycle collapse? Because it was too tired. Why did the golfer bring another pair of pants? In case he might have put a hole in one. What kind of coat is always wet when you put it on? A coat of paint. I really hope you enjoyed these jokes. Thank you.